Well, alrighty then, let's get right on into it. So tonight we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Dubai season 2 reunion part 1. It was pretty good. Christina, what are your thoughts on the episode?
I think we just need to get rid of Brooks. That was my biggest takeaway. She's so nasty. It's
Yeah.
just nasty in a way that's not even entertaining. It's a way where you're just like you're the emoji with the teeth the entire time. Like it's just it's just so grimy. It's like she's jealous of everybody. She's jealous of Talene. She's jealous of Lisa. The way she's trying to manipulate Lisa and see like they're BFFs. I was just like, this is not. I hope Lisa can see through this, and it doesn't seem like she can.
I seem like she can.
Yeah, like that was like the main thing I was focusing on.
Yes. I think too. For it to be Tallene's first reunion, it was a pretty good reunion for her. I think like she really tried to like hold Brooks accountable, which is almost impossible. Because like she somewhat takes accountability, like for coming to, for instance, Caroline's party that she was hosting at her house and coming with the sage and the extra guests. And she was like, well, we weren't in the best place. It's just like laughs everything off. It's like, girl,
Yeah.
come on. Like just say what was actually on your mind and not be fake, you know?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I also think I feel like Stansberry kind of took a back seat. Maybe we'll see her kind of like start to become more vocal in the next episodes, but I wasn't a lot from her. So I don't know if that means like the show shifting, like it's not going to be like she's not going to be the main one that they build the show around, but it was very interesting to see her take a back seat to it all.
Yeah, and I think like with that, she also took a back seat in the fashion department. I don't know what happened. I feel like all of her looks are typically like pretty good, you know? But like her reunion outfit, I was just like, it's nice. It's kind of like what a teacher would wear to like prom to support the kids.
I would say
I was a bit disappointed.
it photographed very conservatively, but
Yeah.
when she came on the first time, when she came on and like first entered the stage, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. And the silver shoes gave it a little bit of more pizzazz than I thought. But I see your point. It still was very like understated.
Very demure, like I mean, but like super demure.
Yes.
I
Very
didn't like
mindful.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was almost too mindful. It was she put too much thought into it. Like, give us something a bit more fun. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted something to match the new face, you know?
Yes. No, absolutely. And I feel like since we're on the fashion of it and the glamour of it all, I feel like Caroline Brooks's wig was very like an homage to the Supremes. I was just like, what? Why? Why is it so? It was just so much. It was very dark. So it was just so much with the like side scoop. I was just like, oh, MG, make it stop. It was just a lot. It was a lot of hair.
Couple that with her prom look. I mean,
Right, right. Yeah, I just did
yeah,
not understand. I feel like also too Ion was just being very Ion. Nothing like good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah. I felt like Sarah, way she was sitting on the couch, I'm like, is she looked very uncomfortable. And I understand she's always conservative,
yeah.
like very covered up. Um, but I was just like, okay, I guess if that do you girl. And then yeah, and then Talene, I felt like, okay, not bad, not great, not, you know, it's just okay. I feel like everyone collectively was just okay.
Yeah, I would say Sarah was my least favorite look just because I don't know, it just I feel like she's supposed to be representing Dubai, and it was just a touch boring, you know. That's how I felt about her outfit. I thought Lisa Milan looked pretty good. I like the finger waves. That was cute. I like the dress. It wasn't given Shein.
No, it wasn't. I feel like Lisa Milan head is so big. Um, figuratively, not literally. I feel like her head is so big right now. It's just like, okay, just calm down. You can tell she's just eating it all up. Like Ayan said, you'll do anything to sit next to Andy Cohen. And it's just like, you could just kind of see it in her, the way she acts, the way she carried herself.
Yeah, and I like really, really didn't like the exchange that she had with Ayan at the beginning. Yeah, I just was like, why would you bring up like victim, knowing that like it triggers so much for her? Like even though you're not friends anymore, I felt like she kind of had just crossed the line, and it was just very like nasty.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
gave Brooks. It gave Caroline Brooks. That's what it gave.
Absolutely. And it also gave like, I don't care. It also gave, oh, I'm here to like take you down. I don't know. Something about the facial expressions when they kept panning back to her. I was like, oh, she is just eating all of this up. She's like, she is here to stay.
Yeah.
That's what I walked away with for sure.
Yeah, I also walked away with, oh, Ayan, are we supposed to be like on Ozempic in secret? I was like,
That was
what we're supposed to do.
Well, that was funny. And Andy was like, are we arguing about Ozempic? Like, it was just like, is this a thing that we should really be concerned about? That is funny.
She was like, yes, we're arguing about Ozempic.
Yeah, that was so unnecessary for sure. For sure.
And I just feel like Ayan, like I don't know how things are in Dubai, but like out here, girl, everybody's on Ozempic.
Right. Not a big.
Literally everybody is on Ozempic.
Yeah, we have Ramona saying, I was shocked she was on Ozempic because why? Very true with Ayan.
Hey, she's probably like a Caroline, you know? It's supposed to be like preventative maintenance.
Right. So I don't know if anyone has done this because this is just how my brain works. Before and after pictures of Caroline's before the facelift and after the facelift. And you can also see it like season 1 reunion. Mm-hmm. And even Caroline said it looked like she ate Sergio. I mean, what a world of difference. Like, what a world of difference. And it's so subtle too. So I'm definitely here for the facelift for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, there's Ramona joining us.
Hey, I'm finally in the building. I was like, how do I get off this thing? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I've just been like listening to you girls and agree on every point that you guys have made. I'm just waiting for like, okay, when do we get to see Ayan and Lisa go at it and get to the bottom of what happened?
Yeah, I hope they don't like draw it out and it kind of like with Salt Lake City. Remember when they just really got into it and they didn't like really like. I'm hoping like the next episode they really kind of get into it for sure.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I'm like, oh, that Caroline, she's just the worst.
I really want them to vote her off the island. I want them to vote her. It's not entertaining. Like I said, it's gross. It gives, and the Chicago really comes out. It's like, it's like cursing, be this, be that, see you next Tuesday, this. I'm just like, girl, it's not. Even they said it in this episode when they were talking about like the vagina and all this, it was just too much. And I was like, it was too much. And I feel like that was all Caroline, all Brooke.
I remember that for those first few episodes when they kept talking. I was like, okay, enough with this. And like, are you upset that this was said about your girl? Then like, why do you keep saying it? Because Stanberry ain't saying it. It's
Right?
you that keep
Okay.
putting it out there. Like we
I
would
don't
have
want
no
to
idea
tell
this
you
was even
guys.
said.
Right. Okay, Tiana, what did you think about when Andy said production also asked you to stop drinking?
I was absolutely gagged. I was like, I don't even think they did Taylor like this from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Girl, they didn't do Luann like that on New York, and my girl
Or
was falling
Sonya,
into
or like,
bushes.
oh, and Sonya showed up to watch What Happens Live. Very,
Yes.
very live.
I'm like, now look, if the producers of the Real Housewives say, sis, one and done, you may have a problem.
She's not really thinking. Like Dubai is very strict when it comes to things like public indecency
Yeah.
and intoxication. So they're probably also like, girl, we're not trying to have you go to jail. Which is fair, considering the nightmare she was at Stansberry's party.
Yeah, you can see how they were like all in the middle of this, like trying to like really break it up. It's like, calm down, be quiet, like shushing and like stuff. And I'm just like, this is, and then you have Brooks once again, Chicago comes out, and I'm just like, oh, it's not even that deep. Why are you taking it there? Oh, and then when they, like, I feel like production was a little shady on the edits with her tonight, because you see where she's like, I don't have a man buying me something. It was such a contradictory, like, oh, he buys me a bag and it just shows up, blah, blah, blah. And then they cut to her like, no, he never bought me anything. I'm like, what are we talking about?
With the receipt.
But I didn't find, who is the he that they were referring, that she's referring to? Like her ex or who?
I think it's several.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, which I ain't mad. Like, go ahead and get your little bags. But I don't know. She's just a hater.
She at her spa just yet.
Oh, tell me about
Stop.
it.
Girl, stop.
Katie, those are her words via Twitter, not mine.
Yes, she the spa.
I say we keep her if she discloses where she gets all of her income from.
That would never happen. And honestly, I'm more inclined to believe it's more of the dating versus I work really hard.
Oh, like hard at what exactly?
Exactly. I think it's more like you don't have a background in hospitality or spa, and that's why you have one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you said not work, more like working it.
Exactly. Yes. It's exactly what I think it is. And it's just like, you know, she's on this show and she's just kind of using it kind of as a smokescreen to really what's going on. Like that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. It just makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense.
And she tries to make it seem like it's the ex-husband. Like, no.
I'm just a little annoyed that this much of the episode just went to talking about her and like, okay, oh, you were talking about the vagina thing. Oh, you were drinking too much. Like, there is so much to get down to that happened in this season, in my opinion. And I'm like, this is going to be a 2-parter or a 3-parter. How many parts of this reunion are we going to see?
Really?
Okay, so that means we only have one more episode to break down the craziness happening between. So I was going through some things and turned it on just a tad bit tardy. Did Sergio and Caroline Stanberry even come up? Because I didn't see them talk about them at all.
No, not at all, really.
So that means we have one episode left to talk about that. One episode left to not only talk about that, but also talk about Lisa and Ayan, because to me, like, that's a major thing that happened
Hmm.
during the season. And basically every other little tidbit of things that happened during the season. I'm like, I don't know. The allocation of time on topics, to me, episode one, y'all wasted a lot of time
Yeah, I will say
because we
too.
still got a lot to get through.
What is it between Lisa and Ayan? Like, I feel like it's so much that has happened off camera that they aren't saying.
Oh,
You don't get to where they're at in like a friendship, especially when we consider how much they like loved and cared about each other. To just be like,
like
oh, you're a
they
big.
were sisters.
But
And so
do we think
I
it
did
was like,
not see it during the season where it went, like I saw obviously in the last episode where, they had beef or whatever, but it wasn't like over like her saying that Stanberry said that she was what was it? That she was desperate or whatever it was that
Mhm.
she was saying. And she's like, I didn't say like that whole thing. But I'm like, that does not fracture a friendship like the way it is now.
No.
And so, no, there's definitely since the camera stopped filming, it has become scorched earth with those two. And so we need a little time to go through this. That's why I'm like, they got a lot to still cover in that one more episode.
do we think it's a little shady though um how we saw Ayan said, I really miss the kids. And like she didn't really say like I miss our friendship. I miss this. Like I miss the kids. I miss picking them up. I miss vacationing. And I felt like Lisa was
Mm,
waiting for the I miss us kind of thing. And Ayan was like, no, not really.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that that's, I mean, like the kids are an extension of her. So I think maybe that was like a tiny, tiny little bit of an olive branch, her perhaps saying that. And I will say that I don't know if you guys caught this at the end of last week's episode where they said that I think that happened on the episode when they do like the little updates when the season finale wraps
Oh,
or
yes.
when it's about to go off. And they said that Lisa called her and reached out to her, but basically Ayan's not taking her calls. I just feel like Ayan just holds a grudge
Oh, for sure.
like none other. And I think Lisa misses the friendship. I don't know. It's like, I hate to see their friendship break up. I really loved watching the two of them as besties.
Yeah, and I also feel like I don't know, just outsider looking in, and granted we don't have all the facts. I feel like they might just have some big misunderstanding between the two of them.
Hmm.
But I
Like,
really
Yeah.
like I can't tell you how many times like Ayan has struggled to sometimes like understand what people in the group were saying, or even like not understand some of the words that she said. And so I'm hopeful that one day they'll come back together because like a friendship like that, you don't get often.
yeah, I am really looking forward to seeing more of Caroline and more of Stansberry and Ayan though. I really like that friendship.
Yeah. Me
Um
too.
and I
They're
feel
not
like
on the thrones.
what'd you say?
Yes. As long as they're not on the thrones.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
cheesy.
That was odd.
It was weird.
The video, the throne, I was like, oh God.
This is very odd.
It's cringe.
And it just seems a little bit more genuine than whatever's kind of brewing between Lisa and Brooks. And I did say brewing, yes. Whatever's brewing there, it seems a little bit more innocent between Ayan and Stansberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I think Lisa's
I
just
have
trying to
a
find
fear.
an alliance at this point.
I mean, she doesn't get along with nobody else. Not Caroline, not Ayan, not Talene. Like,
Yeah, I did not like the way they were all gaining up on Talene. Like the way Lisa was like, Andy, you're gonna have to tell her. I was like, oh,
Okay, Lisa, you have had one other reunion beside this one. I love how she was like, this is her first reunion.
well,
So
I
I'm
do
like,
think
girl,
that
do not
College
act
Hill
like
may
you are a
have had a reunion.
seasoned vet.
I think College Hill may have had a reunion.
Oh, stop.
not College Hill.
She's not new to
Uh,
reality TV.
but like, she talking like she's on like Portia level tenure. You know, like, oh, this is
Teresa.
her first
Yeah,
reunion.
that's
Yeah,
the
I'm
one that
like,
came
girl,
off.
this is number 2 for you. So
Yeah,
what are we talking about, girl? Stop.
yeah,
I don't know if she'll be back for a third season. I know I don't want to see her go though. Just because I think
I
like
don't either.
the like fashion of it all, having another
Hmm.
black face in Dubai. Because oh God, I don't want Caroline Brooks to be to be all that we're left with because
Oh
she's
no. No, no,
absolutely.
no. I love Lisa. I like, but it's just I don't know. I'm not. I don't like this energy between her and Ion, and some of the. I don't know. There were just some sides to her this season that I didn't like very much. However, in general, love her and love watching the fashion, and I think she's just like so pretty. Love looking at her.
yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's all my thoughts on the episode. Ladies, do you have any parting thoughts?
Um,
They got a lot to squeeze in. The episode too.
yeah, a lot. Can't wait.
They got a lot. This was to me they did not appropriately put enough into episode 1.
Yeah,
Very true.
so much to be put into the final episode. And speaking of episodes, before we log off, if you haven't already, check us out on YouTube or Spotify or anywhere you go to get your podcast and listen to our latest
Yes.
episode. Thank y'all for joining us. And
Yeah, this is fun.
this was fun.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back for the second installment of the reunion of Dubai, doing it all over again live.
Yes.
Well, alrighty, folks. Have a nice night.
All right.
Good night.
I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a